Have you ever paused to notice how your thoughts shape the way you see the world? Every idea, emotion, or decision you make begins as a thought, whether you realize it or not. Your entire reality, your happiness, success, relationships, and even your health, is a reflection of what goes on inside your mind. The statement, "Your thoughts create your reality," is not just a motivational quote. It's a universal truth that defines the human experience. Change your thoughts and you truly change your life. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It can build you up or break you down, depending on how you use it. Every invention, every achievement, and every dream fulfilled began as a single thought. The airplane, the smartphone, the skyscraper, they all started in someone's imagination before becoming reality. Similarly, your personal world, your lifestyle, confidence, and success all stem from the thoughts you feed yourself daily. The moment you take control of your thinking, you begin to take control of your destiny. But here's the challenge. Most people don't consciously think. They react to circumstances, allowing negativity, fear, and doubt to dominate their inner world. Thoughts like, "I can't do it," "I'm not enough," or "nothing ever works for me," silently become self-fulfilling prophecies. The mind doesn't differentiate between truth and belief. It simply acts on what you tell it repeatedly. If you keep thinking negative thoughts, your actions and results will align with that negativity. On the other hand, when you consciously choose empowering, positive, and growth-focused thoughts, your life starts to reflect that energy. This isn't magic in its mindset. Science calls it the reticular activating system, or the part of your brain that filters information and focuses on what's most important to you. If you keep thinking about failure, your brain notices only what confirms failure. But if you think about opportunity, success, and growth, your RAS starts spotting those possibilities everywhere. In essence, your outer world bends to match your inner world. Changing your thinking doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing how you interpret reality. For example, two people can face the same obstacle. One sees it as a wall, the other as a challenge. The first person stops. The second grows. The only difference is mindset. You can't always control what happens, but you can always control how you think about it. That shift in perception transforms struggle into strength. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts. Notice the mental dialogue that runs throughout your day. Are you encouraging yourself or putting yourself down? Are you focused on problems or possibilities? Awareness is the first step to transformation. You can't change what you don't notice. Once you become aware, you gain the power to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Here's a simple exercise. Whenever a negative thought arises, "I can't do this," stop and replace it with a stronger one. "I can learn this," or "I'm capable of figuring this out." Over time, this rewires your brain to default to positivity, resilience, and confidence. This process is called neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new neural connections based on repeated thought patterns. You literally reshape your mind by the thoughts you repeat. Every successful person understands this principle. They visualize their goals, speak positive affirmations, and hold a clear mental image of the life they desire. They don't let fear or doubt take control because they know thoughts become things. You attract what you think about most, consciously or unconsciously. When your thoughts align with your purpose, your energy, emotions, and actions follow. However, thinking alone isn't enough. Thoughts must lead to aligned action. If you believe you can, you'll act like you can, and that action will bring results. Belief is the seed. Action is the growth. The right mindset doesn't just change how you feel. It changes what you do. When your internal world is strong, no external obstacle can shake you. The mind is a powerful servant but a dangerous master. If you don't take charge of your thoughts, they will take charge of you. Every day your brain produces over 60,000 thoughts, and most of them are repetitive and the same ideas, fears, and self-talk you carried yesterday. The question is, are those thoughts helping you or holding you back? Mastering your mind means becoming the driver of your own mental vehicle, directing your thoughts toward purpose, peace, and progress instead of letting them wander into negativity and doubt. To control your thoughts, you must first understand how your mind works. Think of it as two systems, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is logical and analytical. It decides, analyzes, and judges. Your subconscious mind, however, is emotional and powerful. It accepts whatever you repeatedly feed it, whether positive or negative. Over time, these repeated thoughts become beliefs, and your beliefs shape your behavior, emotions, and ultimately your reality. If you constantly think, "I'm not good enough," your subconscious accepts that as truth and ensures your actions match it. You'll hesitate, procrastinate, or self-sabotage. But when you think, "I'm capable and improving every day," your subconscious supports that belief and drives your actions toward growth. You become what you believe, and what you believe starts as what you think. That's why mental discipline is the key to transformation. You can't stop all negative thoughts, that's impossible, but you can stop giving them power. Thoughts are like clouds. They drift in and out. The problem begins when you attach emotion to them. For example, the thought, "I might fail," isn't dangerous. But if you start believing it and feeling fear, it begins shaping your decisions. The trick is not to fight your thoughts, but to observe them without judgment. Let them come and go. Detachment is control. One of the best ways to master your mind is through awareness and mindfulness. When you become the observer of your thoughts rather than the victim of them, you take back your power. If you notice your mind saying, "I can't do this," respond calmly. That's just a thought, not reality. By separating yourself from your thoughts, you weaken their control. This small mental distance changes everything. It's the difference between living in fear and watching fear pass by. Another key element is focus. The human mind cannot hold two thoughts at once. If you focus on gratitude, you can't simultaneously feel fear. If you focus on progress, you can't dwell on problems. The direction of your attention determines the direction of your life. Every time your mind drifts toward negativity, gently bring it back to something positive, your goals, blessings, or even your breath. Consistent redirection rewires your brain toward strength and optimism. Now consider this. Your thoughts don't just influence your emotions, they influence your energy and vibration. You've probably noticed how being around negative people drains you, while being around positive ones uplifts you. That's because thoughts are forms of energy. When you think empowering thoughts, you raise your vibration, attracting people, events, and opportunities that match that energy. Conversely, when your thoughts are full of doubt and fear, you attract more situations that confirm those feelings. This is not fantasy, it's the law of resonance in action. You attract what you are, not what you wish for. To truly master your mind, you must train it daily. Just like your body needs exercise, your mind needs discipline and consistency. Here are a few practices that can help you regain full control over your thoughts and emotions. 1. Morning mental reset. Start your day with a clear intention. Spend 5 minutes visualizing the person you want to be and the energy you want to carry. Tell yourself, "Today, I choose peace, productivity, and confidence." This sets the tone for your entire day. Towards positive self-talk, pay attention to how you speak to yourself. Eliminate words like "I can't," "I'm stuck," "it's too hard." Replace them with "I'm learning," "I'm growing," "I'm capable." The way you talk to yourself creates the reality you live in. 3. Meditation and stillness. Spend 10-15 minutes daily in silence. Focus on your breathing and observe your thoughts without reacting. Meditation strengthens awareness and helps you detach from negative thinking patterns. 4. Mental diet. Be selective about what you consume, not just food, but content, music, news, and social media. What you feed your mind determines how it performs. If you constantly consume negativity, your mind will mirror that. Choose inspiration over information overload. 5. Affirm and act. Positive affirmations are powerful, but they must be followed by action. For example, saying "I am confident" should be backed by confident behavior, posture, speech, and decision-making. Belief without action is fantasy. Belief with action becomes transformation. As you practice these habits, you'll notice a remarkable shift. Your emotions will stabilize. Your confidence will rise. You'll stop reacting impulsively and start responding intentionally. Problems won't disappear, but your mindset toward them will transform, and that makes all the difference. When you learn to control your thoughts, you stop being a victim of circumstances. You become the creator of your inner peace and external success. Even when life gets chaotic, you remain centered because your mind no longer controls you. You control it. Remember this truth. Your outer world changes when your inner world does. It's not the events, people, or conditions that define your experience. It's how you think about them. A person with a strong mind can turn pain into power, rejection into redirection, and fear into fuel. That's the art of mastering the mind. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Feed it wisely, guide it patiently, and it will serve you faithfully. Once you learn to control your thoughts, no external challenge can destroy your peace or purpose, because the moment you master your mind, you master your life. Your subconscious mind is like the software running quietly in the background of your life. You don't always notice it, but it controls nearly everything in your habits, your emotions, your reactions, and even your sense of what's possible. The problem is, most of that software was written long ago, shaped by your childhood experiences, cultural beliefs, and emotional memories. If you were told that you're not smart enough, not talented enough, or that life is hard, those ideas got stored deep in your subconscious, and they still influence your thoughts today. The subconscious mind doesn't argue or analyze. It accepts repeated information as truth. So if you've been feeding it negative beliefs for years, even unconsciously, it has built your reality around those limitations. You may consciously want success, love, or happiness, but if your subconscious believes you don't deserve it, it will block you from achieving it. This is why people often feel stuck even when they work hard. Their conscious goals and subconscious beliefs are in conflict. The good news is this: you can reprogram your subconscious mind. Just as a computer can be updated with new software, your mind can be trained to release limiting beliefs and adopt empowering ones. It takes awareness, repetition, and emotion, but it works. Because your brain is designed for change. This process is called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and pathways. Every time you think a new thought or repeat a positive affirmation, you're creating new neural wiring. Over time, this new wiring replaces old limiting patterns. It's not about forcing positivity. It's about retraining your mind to recognize new possibilities. Let's break down the steps to reprogramming your subconscious and creating a new mental reality.